Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a team from the AAC, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the running back. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
They'll give it to him again. A stop and pull, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Dialing up a second down pass play. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Buys a little extra time. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up for it.
And the Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. The ball is going to be downed at the 35. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. Looking downfield, it's Burr. Trying to get to him. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down. Turns it on in midfield. He's off to the races. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. The receiver's just got to be able to make a play for him.
After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Woodhead. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Brings up second down.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Quarterback will keep it. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. They've been able to put together nothing. Now 3rd and long from their own 1. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another day.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Going to the ground. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to pass, it's Burr. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw. Lets it go. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy can win on that play.
Ready?
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Using his feet to buy time. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The give to the tailback. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
At the 19-yard line. Brings up third down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver coming across in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're trying to get to him. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now, 4th down.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Looks as if NC State has a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very relaxed. Forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
NC State will line up with a 1st and goal.
Reload. Here we go. Hand.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking for a man. It's Burr. And it's caught! Touchdown, North Carolina State!
And this offense gets on the board in the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 10 over Cincinnati. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Little too much juice on that one from the junior. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the back. Ran through the contact. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
The Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Running to the left. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Red Wolves have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Arkansas State.
Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Hauls it in at the 25.
The returner brings it out to the 35. And the Arkansas State offense will take over 1st and 10.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense...
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner will be dragged down. State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive.
All kinds of running room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, NC State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point splits the uprights. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo. He's looking to throw it. Gets rid of it. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, that's a great job executing the track. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Wants to fire on second down. Getting some heat. Got rid of it just in time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking to throw for it. He's going to let it go. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Proctor. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got his man. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score Arkansas State 23, NC State 14.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Dropping back, it's Burr. Lets it fly on the move. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
23, NC State 14.
They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together and start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Looking to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Woodhead. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Woodhead. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Burr. Coming after it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback checking off. They want to just keep throwing it. Got it in the middle, it's Bridges. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Looking to go up top on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. NC State going up tempo.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
That last completion sets them up on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw, it's Burr. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Really good job working through his progression. To him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go back to the air on second down. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Wake Forest is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing on the basketball court with the Deacs. They're up by 38 over Cincinnati. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's taken out of bounds at the 48. A really good return gets it close to midfield. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen.
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're lining up to boot it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with that.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a connection. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They want to run it left here. At the 45, on his way. Oh, look out, there he goes. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football. You know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. And the Red Wolves racing to the line in a hurry-up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Give him 105 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Trying to beat the D deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Arkansas State 30, NC State 28.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they take it in for 6 more points. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, that was good.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
NC State 28.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kick it off.
Going for the return. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone.
Will take over 1st and 10.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Burr. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
This offense has a 2nd down play.
Flip it.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
Griffin, gaucho. Green 25.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver shows motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. He's got enough. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down.
Let's go.
He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
To the air, it's Burr. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. To the ground to try to move the chains. Across the 25, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, North Carolina State! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. The Red Wolves want to move quickly.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Handoff to the lone back. Powers through the defender. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They'll try it on the ground. He's not going to make it, and they'll turn it over on downs, and we're going to have a fight to the finish. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. On first down, here comes this offense. Back to pass, it's Burr. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in a game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Quarterback will audible. He wants to pass it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now. It's reverse. Touchdown,
State. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Illinois came away with a big-time victory today, and they'll be enjoying some bubbly and champagne after this one. Coaches want to win in all three phases of the game, and today, mission accomplished. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down.
And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yeah, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the left side. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.